In every human society ever studied, every single one, sharing was not optional, not a virtue, not a personality trait, not something nice people did. A rule, enforced by the entire group, with consequences nobody wanted to face. And the person who refused to share in the ancient world didn't just get judged. They didn't just get a bad reputation. Something far more serious happened to them. Something that reveals exactly why generosity feels so natural to most humans today, and why the impulse to hoard still makes you feel quietly guilty even when nobody is watching. To understand what happened to people who refuse to share, you first have to understand what sharing actually meant in the ancient world. It wasn't kindness, it was mathematics. A hunter-gatherer group of 30 people might go 3 or 4 days without a successful hunt. When someone finally made a kill, a large animal, enough meat to feed the whole group, that food belonged to everyone. Not because of generosity, because of a system that kept everyone alive. Today, you share your kill. Tomorrow, someone else shares theirs with you. The group becomes a living insurance system, spreading the risk of starvation across everyone simultaneously. Anthropologists call this reciprocal altruism, and in groups that practiced it consistently, survival rates were dramatically higher than in groups that didn't. The math was brutal and simple. A selfish person who hoarded food might eat well for 3 days. A person embedded in a sharing network ate consistently for years. Sharing wasn't moral. It was the smartest survival strategy ever invented. So what happened when someone broke the system? The punishment was quiet, gradual, and devastatingly effective. It started with gossip. In hunter-gatherer societies studied by anthropologists, the most common topic of conversation was the behavior of other group members. Who shared, who didn't, who took more than their portion, who disappeared during dangerous tasks and reappeared for meals. Information about selfish behavior spread through the group faster than any other kind of information. Within days, everyone knew. And then the subtle exclusion began. The hoarders stopped being invited to cooperative hunts. Their requests for help were suddenly met with vague unavailability. The warmth of the group, the shared fire, the easy laughter, the small daily generosities slowly withdrew. Not violently, not dramatically, just quietly, consistently, and completely. Because in a group of 30 people in a prehistoric landscape, social exclusion was not a social consequence. It was a death sentence delivered slowly. No cooperative hunting meant less food. No mutual protection meant more danger. No one to help during illness meant a small injury could become fatal. The ancient group didn't need to punish the hoarder directly. They simply stopped sharing with them. And the mathematics that made sharing so powerful worked perfectly in reverse. Here is what stays with me about all of this. Modern humans still carry this entire system inside them. Every piece of it. The instinct to share at a table even when you are still hungry. The discomfort of accepting help without giving something back. The specific social anxiety of being seen as someone who takes without giving. The relief of contributing to a group effort. None of that is learned behavior. None of that came from parents or schools or religion. It is 30,000 years of social mathematics still running inside you. And the guilt you feel when you hoard, when you take the last piece, when you don't offer to help, when you keep something for yourself that part of you knows should be shared. That guilt is ancient. That guilt is the group, still watching, still keeping score, still enforcing a rule written long before anyone had words to write it down. You were never taught to share. You were born already knowing that the group is watching. And somewhere deep in your oldest instincts, you already know what happens to the person who forgets that.